everybody, welcome back to Shots Life. This week we're back on the 2005 American Eagle, and we're going to be replacing the capacitors in the Coleman Mach air conditioners because on the last couple trips the compressors have had a hard time starting or don't start or the whole units kick off. So let's go see what we can figure out. Stick with me, it's going to be a good one. Welcome to my life. All right, this morning I've got some free time, so I've gotten up on top of the RV and I figured I better start showing you guys what's going on. I did winterize it this weekend, and that's kind of what led to this. I was having air conditioner issues with the fan not kicking on, and so basically I needed to gotta climb up this thing. Take me a second. Here's a ladder extension underneath the bus, but it's a lot easier to get the step ladder out. Oh, okay. Getting old. All right. All right, so here it is. That's the AC. I've already got the shroud off of it. And I need to pop this corner panel to get the part numbers off the capacitors that are in here. I want to get all of the capacitors. There's a whole kit of them. I think there's 3. This one has a condensation pump, so it actually pumps the condensation out and then down a tube that goes through the motorhome. It actually looks pretty clean for the age of this thing. I assume it's all original. It does have the model number there. I tried looking it up. No longer exists. It gives me a new model number. I tried looking up, you know, it doesn't have any of the stuff on here about what it is. But I know it's a Coleman Mach something. Some things I looked at, it said Coleman Mach Solar, or Polar, sorry, or Polar Mark or whatever. And so then I'm going to crack that one up there. I just want to make sure they're the exact same thing. One of them I thought was supposed to have a heat strip in it, but I don't think either one of them do. I think they're just both ACs. So anyway, the thought process is I was going to swap them both out. But I'm thinking if I can just replace the capacitors and then they last, you know, get me through the next season, I think that'll be fine for now. I definitely want a heat strip in one of them, and I may try to figure out if I can do that or not. I don't know, but yeah, it'd be nice to have that electric heat instead of kicking on the propane. Not that we're going to be doing extreme camping, because we're not. That's not us. But I'd like to have some kind of form of heat in the mornings or whatever. So all right, well, let me get on this. I'm going to go double check those breakers, even though I know they're off for this thing, and disconnect from shore power just because, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're good. Everything's I know you're wobbling. You're on the shell. I know everything's good to go, so we'll take this cover off and try to get those part numbers off, and then we'll just open the other one up to make sure it's the same, because you never know. Sometimes they put 15s in the front and 13s in the back or whatever. So I believe this is a 15 though, which surprised me. I mean, that's what I put on there too, I guess, but still surprised me that it was a... Does this front cover? Let me just hold it together. What's that? Spinning. Nasty. So I'd say this sucker's, one of these capacitors is toast. I mean, it's got stuff everything. Huh. I don't want to pull these apart. I do gonna get them out to get the part numbers off of them, so I guess I'll unstrap them, but I don't really want to take them out because I want them to be able to be wired back in and remember how it goes. So I will get them out far enough that I get the part numbers off of them, and then we'll go from there. I guess that thing blew out. All right, well, all right, let's get to the next one. This one definitely was toast. This one quit working at the end there. That obviously explains why. All right, so I've literally been searching on Amazon for a couple hours, actually more than that, trying to find the right capacitors to replace all 3 capacitors on both machines. I finally have found them. What a pain. Anyway, there's not a lot of information on my model Coleman for some reason, but I finally have found a website that I could reference the part, and then I found those same parts on Amazon. There was some on eBay, but they're just the same price and whatever, so Camping World and all them had something similar, but they were a higher price than Amazon, which I thought was weird. So I went ahead and bought them, and they're on their way. They'll be here Thursday. In the meantime, notice this fan has a little grind to it. There it is. It's rubbing. So I want to figure out what's going on underneath this thing. So I'm going to pull this screw off, check this fan out, see what's going on. I think it's just the fan's worn out on the motor. It's a plastic part. Yeah. Huh. I don't even know what to do about it. Well, I guess I could find a washer like this and just stack it up one more so it's a little higher. Let me try to find a washer like this and we'll go from there. All right, I found another washer, a little bit bigger. Just a little bit thicker too, but about the right diameter. I just don't want it flopping on there, you know. So this is the original, and that's an extra. I don't think that's gonna be, I think it's gonna be like a choice between the original and this one. I hope it holds it up high enough to not do that. Yeah. All right, let's get this back on here. Let's get this back on here. Doesn't take much, just a little adjustment there to keep that off the. Just enough to keep it off the motor. All right, so that fixed it. No more grinding on the motor. It just needed a little help. And so yeah, that'll be it until Thursday when the parts come in. I'll come back up here and we'll continue on. We'll get these all these capacitors replaced and fire her up and see how she does. But until then, I'm getting off here. Woo! Wears me out crawling back here. All right, see you in a bit. Morning, everybody. Hey, I got the bag in of capacitors, so it's time to go put them in. What do you think? Hey, thanks to my sister. She fixed my jacket. It was all ripped up. She sewed it all up for me. It's my favorite jacket. I don't know why. I think just because it's comfortable. Anyway, let's get on this bus and get these capacitors in. All right, we're back up here where we have this mess going on. We'll need to short out these capacitors. I also need to shut the power off. Should have done that when I was down there. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just didn't, I don't trust this enough to go across it yet. So you got to short these out just to make sure they're dead, which they should be. We'll check that one in a second. We'll just replace one at a time and put them back in here one at a time. That way we don't lose track of where we're at. What goes where. Alrighty. Okay, where's it over there? Boop, doop, 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 doop. Capacitors don't have a positive negative, just so people are aware. But I do need to make sure that whichever side I pick is what we follow through with. All right. That's weird. Huh, this one's different than mine, the new one. How's that gonna work? I have to read their little instructions, that's different. Guess it sits at the side. How weird is that? And is there a certain way? We're gonna hook it the same way, just in case there is a certain way. All right, and that goes onto there. Like that, and that goes onto there like this. I wonder why they changed the design. And then the white one goes off here and goes to there. The yellow then goes to that leg on there. Oh, I have to put that on there. That's the old one. Put the new wire on there. All right. A little bit bigger. All right, so that goes to the, doesn't matter what side. Just make sure we keep them all the same. The other side of that. So this one's done. Whatever. So this one comes from the machine. Goes to the yellow side of this. The red goes to the red side. And that, if we can get it off. And the white goes to the yellow side. Okay. That gets rid of that one. And lastly, we have that little guy. there. And it's just a 2-wire. Oh, they look burnt though, huh? That don't look good, does it? Where does that go? No, it goes to the machine, the fan. It actually goes to the fan motor. Doesn't look good, does it? That thing just splattered all over. I guess it's the insulation's fine. Just looks bad from the old capacitor blowing up on it. And there we have it. Now we just need to strap them all down in there. I don't know how it's going to work with this bigger capacitor. Let's see. You have to make a, oh, that'll work. Okay, it'll still fit. All right, there you have it. It looks burnt, but that's just that stuff that's everywhere. It's not really burnt. This is really a job anybody can do. Alright, so I'm done with that one, other than checking to make sure it works. I do want to clean them up before I put the tops back on them, and I probably will cycle them just to make sure they start. But let's go get this other one done up here, and then we'll worry about that. All right, we got it all back together, and I've already been down. I took the tools down, and I forgot the camera was up here. Stupid. So I had to climb back up here. This is the worst thing for me, is crawling like this, even though this is nice that I'm inside and I don't have to stand outside and tear this part outside. But bending over, walking like that is the worst for my back. Just kills me. It's just the right height to make me a hunchback. Whew, wears me out. I don't know why. It is weird, but it does. You can see I need to re-gel this roof. I'll have to get a good cleaning on it and re-gel it here. That's on the list before anybody says anything about it. And I want to get all new covers too for everything, but it's on the list. On the list. Whew, all right, I had plugged her back in, so let's go in here and see if she fires up. All right. Oh, we better check the breaker first. Okay, AC unit 1, AC unit 2. What's off? Washer dryer. Okay. Yeah, the washer dryer's off because I haven't messed with it yet. All right, and this is on, and this is on. Zone 2. Cool mode. Auto cool. high. See what that does. Like a champ. All right. Zone 2. Mode. Whoops. On mode. Nope. High. Take a second, probably. There she goes. Fires right up. Awesome sauce. All right, that's great. So now I just need to get up there and blow those things out. I'll let it run for a second. Boy, it's getting cold fast. It's cold out anyway. But I'll let those run just for a second, then I'll shut them down, and then I'll go up there and blow them off, and I'll put the covers back on them. But man, that was not expensive at all, because it would have been like $4 grand for me to replace them. But whatever. This was a couple $100. Less than that, it was like 170 bucks, and that would have been like $4,000. Plus, that's for the machines, because I think the machines were like $1,800 each, plus shipping or whatever, and then the new electronic thermostat was like $300, $294 or something like that. And then I don't know how. I think you would have had to get the boards for the. I don't know. Regardless, they would have been a lot more expensive. So good cheap fix. Again, we'll put the covers on them. I'll probably run them a bit, see if they frost up. Make sure they're not low on Freon, but I think this was my issue all along, and we'll go from there. All right, and they're really noisy when they don't have the shrouds on. There they go, they just shut off. I guess because it's just nothing blocking the sound, the shrouds on it. All right, well, I'm just gonna get the blower up there and just blow all that leaf stuff out of there, and then we'll go from there, getting it all back together. Really not dirty like I thought they would be. That is the interesting part of this. All right. There's the screwdriver. There's So this one may have more problems than just this. I don't know, because I didn't get on there when we were out at the campsite, but I think it might be frosting up, which would be an indication of low on Freon. But I won't be able to check that. It could have been the solenoids, could have been the compressor not kicking on, could have been a lot of things. But the only way to check for frost is if I let it run with the shroud on it. So either way, I got to put it back on there to let it run. So nothing to this though, huh? Let's go get the other one then. Well, I guess I need to clean my floor now. And I'll get the doors open and get that going too. And then I'll run these air conditioners for a while just to see what they do. All right, so it's really good to get this done. I won't be able to test them out until it gets warm enough and I can run them for a long period of time. But I've screwed around with them quite a bit, cycling them and starting them at the same time and stuff like that. And it seems to be working really well. So, yeah, I think we got that fixed, and that's good, because when you're out there camping on a hot day, the last thing you want to do is go into a warm RV that you can't sleep or whatever. And I know camping in AC, that's my kind of camping, though. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Tired? Long day. It was a lot of work, wasn't it? I know. So, everybody, see you next week. She doesn't care. See you.